It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again here with Moss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. On 2nd and very short, Allen is going to get this one out to his fullback. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much here as he'll get into the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And not much happening there. Not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back over the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a
the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
It always feels like good players fall to the Ravens on draft day. And David Ojabo is the latest example of a draft steal. Big-time potential, and had a breakout season 2021 in Michigan.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll go option to the short side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. That'll cut it to 3, a 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. It was Justin Houston who got him down. Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Singletary again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Devin Singletary's in his 4th year in Buffalo, and he's coming off career best in carries and yards, and he's hoping that 2022 is the year that Buffalo runs him to his first 1,000-yard season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Moss on the give up the middle. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39. And obviously that's well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Drake. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jackson to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Hook up a 15 yards there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kohler with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. The lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down catch there by Jamison Crowder, now in his 8th NFL season and his 3rd team, this time the Buffalo Bills. There are plenty of mouths to feed in the Buffalo offense, but a dependable slot guy like Crowder will always get his share of receptions.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Allen. He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he won't get close. 4th and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. This is 3rd quarter. They take the panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't look up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Hey, no.
The drive will start with an option going left. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll go with the option. Coming right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. On the give, this is Moss. Room here to run. And he's going to have the Bills first down as he gets this up past the 30. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Allen.
And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Allen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Jackson's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he's got room. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to push the show out in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Baltimore, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh